my dear students, now we are going to start the workbook question. And yes, for vector calculus workbook question are really important, right? So I am starting. Open your workbook, open your PDF, right, and see the first question. So the first question is really easy. First of all, we are dealing with first. It is nothing but the what types of vectors. Fine. It is not calculus actually. It is types of vectors. The calculus part is starting from the question number 8, my dear students. So let's start the game from question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so this is nothing but really easy part, and this is nothing but what? This is really easy. Fine. Okay, now let's start the game. From question number 1, I am starting from question number 1. So let's start the question number 1 from workbook. So I am starting here. The very first question, question number 1 from workbook, dear students. And you can see the angle in degrees between two planar vectors. Fine. The angle between two planar vectors, the first vector is given as vector A is equal to. So what is the given vector, dear students? First vector is root 3 by 2 I cap plus half j cap. This is my first vector. The second vector, vector B, is nothing but root minus root 3 by 2 I cap and plus 1 by 2 j cap. So as I have told you that how can we evaluate the angle between two vectors? The angle between two vectors can be evaluated by the dot product, right? So I am having here dot product. So it is nothing but what? Use of or application of dot product. The application of dot product is nothing but to evaluate the angle between two vectors, and the application of cross product is to evaluate the area. Fine. So what is the dot product means? Here I am having A vector dot B vector. So it is nothing but what? It is nothing but A. Directly we can have the dot product, right? We do not need to have the C. If vectors are given in the form of I, J and K, then you can direct multiply, that means mathematically. And if it is not given, in the sense what? If vectors only name, that means A and B are given without I and J and K, then you can apply what? You can apply directly the definition, that means AB cos theta. So I am writing here A. So we do not need to take the definition. I am just multiplying. So this is nothing but our A dot. What is B? B is nothing but minus root 3 by 2 I cap plus half j cap. Fine. So let us multiply. So this is what? This is what? I and I. So I and I is nothing but 1. So here I and I is nothing but 1. So what I am having is minus 3 by 4 and plus 1 by 4. So it is nothing but what? Minus 3 minus 3 plus 1 is nothing but 2 by 4. So it is what? 1 by 2 with minus sign. Fine. Now my dear students, what is the definition? The definition of dot product. So the definition of dot product is nothing but A dot B is equal to what? AB cos theta. So here we need to find the theta. So theta is nothing but cos inverse A dot B divided by mod of A and mod of B. You know the how can you evaluate the mod? You know that, right? So it is nothing but cos inverse A dot B is what? Minus 1 by 2 divided by what? Mod value of this. So this is nothing but 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2, 4 by 4, again 4 by 4. So mod value is nothing but 1 and 1. So cos inverse minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 120 degree, right? So you need you have the basic like cos 60, cos 120, cos 180, cos 90, you all know, right? So here I am having option D, it is nothing but 120 degree. So let us have the question number 2. It is asked in IIT Madras. So it is asked in 2007, and here I am having the question which is asked in our GATE examination in 2011 IIT Madras, right? And you people are giving the examination on 21, 22, and then after 21 and 22 also 23, 24. Okay, now so I am shooting it. I will tell you I am shooting it. Today is 11th May 2020. 11th May 2020. Here we are having the lockdown situation, and yes, I am shooting in my home, and that is why I have a small board, but there is no need to have the board, right? Means for the communication, for the concept, see, if you are able to see and if you are able to listen me, then board is of 4x6 or 2x2. I can explain in any space. Fine. So let us have the question number 2, my dear students. The two vectors 1, 1, 1 and 1 a square. So I am having the two vectors. It is given in the form of like this: 1, 1 and 1, and 1a and a square. Fine. Two vectors I am having. See, two vectors. Now a is given as it is a complex number. Fine. A is a complex number. So what is the value of a? Is nothing but minus half plus I or j, you can say, there is no problem, root 3 by 2. So this is our complex number. So this is nothing but, if you can evaluate it, the value of mod is 1. It is nothing but cube root of unity, my dear students, right? So it is nothing but cube root of unity. I can write it is nothing but cube root. So if you are in class 11th, if you want to see the cube root, just Google it and you can see the cube root. What do we mean by cube root? That means what? If x is equal to, we are having 1, x cube is equal to, and x is equal to what I am having is 1 to the power 1 by 3, and if you want to evaluate it, then you will get this value. This is nothing but cube root of unity, dear students, right? So for cube root of unity, we know what? 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Just note it down. For cube root of unity, the summation of 3, 1 plus omega square is equal to 0 for cube root of unity, dear students. Fine. Now in this question, these two vectors are orthonormal, orthogonal, parallel or collinear. Fine. So first of all, if I want to check orthonormal, then I have told you about the types of, in just previous video you know about the types of types of the vector. So in types of vector, my dear students, what I am having is, I am having the dot product if the dot product is 0, and also the magnitude. Fine. For orthonormal vector, if I am checking for orthonormal, we need to check the magnitude. So here you can see 1, 1, 1. So magnitude is nothing but 1. No. If you are saying 1, 1, 1, then what will be the magnitude? Let us suppose this is nothing but vector A, and let us suppose this is nothing but vector B. Then how can you say the 1, 1, 1? That means nothing but, if you want the mod value, then it is nothing but 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, that means root 3. So it cannot be orthonormal. So first option is cancel out. So let us check for the orthogonal. See, parallel, that means there is some connection. There is some proportionality. No, there is not, because 1, 1, 1 and a square. A is a complex number. How can it be proportional? So you can cut it option A, option C. Now collinear. Collinear is nothing but the angle between this angle should be equal to what? This angle should be equal to 0. But here you can see, by having the dot product, dear students, let us have the dot product first, right? So evaluation of orthogonal and collinear we can have by the dot product. So if I am having the dot product, dear students, let us have the dot product here. So this is nothing but I, this is nothing but j, and this is nothing but k. Fine. I plus j plus k. This is what? 1i aj a square k. After the dot product, I multiplied with I am having 1 plus 1 multiplied with a, I am having a plus 1 multiplied with a square, I'm having a square, and you know the concept of cube root of unity without any kind of doubt. 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So 1 plus a square is equal to 0. That means what? Here the angle is nothing but 90 degree. So the angle is 90 degree. See, when we are having 0 for which angle of cos? 90 degree, right? Cos 90 is equal to 0. So I'm having dot product is equal to 0. So you can write like this: a dot b is equal to ab cos theta is equal to 0. So theta is equal to 90 degree. Fine. So if theta is equal to 90 degree, it is referred as what? It is referred as perpendicular, or you can see option B, orthogonal. Fine. So it is nothing but orthogonal, and we are having option 1 and option 1 and option in question 1 we are having option D, in question 2 we are having option B. Now let us have question number 3, dear students. Let us have question number 3. So I am wiping the board. We'll start the next question. So now, dear students, let's have the number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and you will solve number 7. Okay. So let us have number 3 first. We have done with 2 questions. So I am starting question number 3. If a and b are 2 arbitrary vectors, then the magnitude of a and b respectively, then the value of. So in question number 3, we need to solve what? A cross b, right? Square. Okay. So here, my dear students, it is not given. It is not given the vector in I, J and K form. So I have told you that if it is not given, then directly you should apply the definition. Fine. So if I am applying the definition, it is nothing but AB sine theta into n cap mod square. Fine. Now you can see A is nothing, mod is nothing but n. Here it is the unit vector. So unit vector, the magnitude is 1. So it is nothing but 1. So I am having what? A square b square sine square theta. And if you can see in the option, it is given in the form of dot product. For dot product, we should have cos theta. So I am writing here a square b square. It is nothing but what? 1 minus cos square theta. Fine. Now what I am having is a square b square minus a square b square cos square theta. I can write like this: ab whole square minus ab cos theta whole square. If you can see, you can say ab whole square minus, this is nothing but what? Vector a dot vector b whole square. Because a dot b is nothing but ab cos theta, dear students. So you can see in the option, and the option is nothing but a square b square. We can write like this also, and also like this: a square b square. Fine. So a square b square minus a dot b whole square, a dot b whole square. So it is nothing but our option A. It is nothing but our option A, right? So let us have question number 4 here. I am having question number 4 here. So as my board is small, so no problem at all. We have done, see, I have recorded the entire, means maximum video, approximately 90% of video in our, what we can say, the grand boards in Raipur and Bhilai also. Maximum in Bhilai, and then some classes in Raipur also. So after the lockdown, I need to check, I need to have some question, I need to record some question which is important for GATE examination. Also it is really important for other examinations. So I am using this small board. Fine. For workbook, some workbook question of some chapters like chapter number 3 and 4. Otherwise we have done, I have done with all the topic in the huge or large board. Fine. Let us have question number 4. For parallelogram, we have given with the parallelogram, dear students. So I am making the parallelogram. here we are having the parallelogram OPQR. Here it is O, then P, then Q, then R, right? In the parallelogram OP and OR, this side OP and OR, these are the two vectors, right? OP is given as what? OP is given as AI cap plus BJ cap, fine, and OR is given as CI cap plus DJ cap. And here it is asked to evaluate the area of parallelogram. So my dear students, we have noted it, the area for parallelogram. The area for parallelogram is nothing but what? It is the cross product of two consecutive sides. So it is nothing but cross product of OP and OR. So if you can say this cross product, so cross product is what? Cross product is a vector quantity, but here you should take the magnitude of this cross product. So if I am taking the magnitude, what I am getting? C. Cross product is nothing but the determinant calculation, fine. So I am writing I, J and also K. Yes, do not forget to write K. If you are saying, sir, here is no K, so how can we write K? But yes, remember, I, J and K, 3 are very important. So A, B and 0, this is the OP. See, A, B and you can say 0 K cap, 0 K cap. So C, D and 0, right? I am writing C, D and 0 here. Fine. Now, this is what I. Okay, multiply this and this, we have 0, no problem. We have J, multiply this and this, we have 0, no problem. This is minus, right? And plus K. We have the concept to solve the determinant in chapter number 1. We have done with it, right? So I am having K, multiply this and this, so this is nothing but AD minus BC. The magnitude of this is nothing but AD minus BC. Answer. And if I want to check the option, it is nothing but option A. That is why I have written A here. So my dear students, let us have the question number 5. I am having the question number 5, and question number 5 is conceptual. It is asked in 2012. It is asked in 2011, but yes, it is asked in 2019 as well. Similar kind of question is asked in 2019 GATE examination, dear students. Fine. So now, if I'm telling you, if A, let us have just look at the question. Just read the question. In the question, it is given as if point A, B, and C. We have 3 points. Fine. We have 3 points A, B, and C. 3 points defined in XYZ coordinate system. Then which of the following vectors perpendicular to this and this? So firstly, we have given with 3 points, so I am writing the point A. A is what? 0, 4, 3. So 0, 4, 3. B we are having is nothing but 000. So I am having 0, 0, 0. And C is nothing but 304. So I am writing 304 here. Fine. Now B and BC is required, and we need to find the vector which is perpendicular to BC and BA. That means what? See, in the result of the cross product, we have written the note. If you are not written the note, please write it down now. The result of the cross product is perpendicular to both vectors. The vectors involved in the cross product. Then if let us suppose A and B are two vectors for which we are evaluating A cross B. I am saying let us suppose A and B are two vectors for which we are evaluating A cross B. Then A cross B is a vector quantity which is perpendicular to both vectors A and B. That means what? If I am calculating here B, A and BC. Firstly, I am calculating BA. BA is nothing but A minus B, so it is nothing but 0I plus 4J plus 3K. Fine, let us have what? BC. Fine, BC, yes. Okay, so I am evaluating BC is nothing but what? C minus B. So C minus B is nothing but 3I plus 0J plus 4K. So we need to evaluate the vector which is perpendicular to these two vectors. So my dear students, if I am calculating the cross product of these two vectors, then the vector which is the resultant vector, which comes after the cross producting of these two vectors, is definitely perpendicular to these two vectors. So I am having BA cross BC. Fine, if I am having BA cross BC, here I am having what? 0. Okay, sorry. Here I am having what? I, J and K. Fine. So let us have the value of BA 0, 4, 3. So I am writing here 0, 4 and 3. Let us have what? 3, 0 and 4. So I am writing here 3, 0 and 4. Okay, the cross product is a vector quantity. So I am having here, multiply this with this, we are having 16 minus. Multiply this with this, we are having 9. So minus minus plus 9J. And finally plus, multiply this with this, it is nothing but 12K, but it is with minus sign. We have done with the determinant, we have done with plenty of question for the determinant, so there is no worry. How can we calculate the determinant, my dear students? If you see the option is nothing but plus and minus. That means we are having what? Option A is the correct answer. Let me check for 3, 4 and 5 options are. So for 3 we are having A, 4 we are having A and 5 we are having A. Okay, so finally A is the correct answer for these 3 questions. Okay, let's start again. Let's start question number 6, 7 and 8, my dear student. No, only 6 and 7. Then we will start our next topic, which is nothing but the vector differential calculus, the concept of del operator, which is really important, especially for mechanical and civil, my dear student. Also chemical I'm saying. Okay, so let's start the game. I'm mapping the board. Let's have again 2 questions. That's nothing but 6 and 7. Okay, so my dear students, we have done with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, right? So let's start the question number 6 and 7. For these 2 questions I am giving you the hint only, and you should solve this question, right? For 2 non-zero vectors A and B, if A plus B is perpendicular to A minus B. Fine. Question number 6, right? And 7 also here. I am giving you the hint. For question number 6, 2 non-zero vectors are perpendicular, and the perpendicular, whose perpendicular A plus B, so it is sum of the vector, so it should be a vector perpendicular to what? A minus B. A minus B. Fine. So if A minus B or A plus B perpendicular, then there is no problem at all, because if it is perpendicular, its dot product should be equal to 0. Its dot product is equal to 0. That means what? A plus B, fine, dot A minus B is nothing but A square minus B square is equal to 0. So you can say A is equal to B. Fine. The magnitude of A and B are twice. No. The magnitude of A is half. No. Both cannot be orthogonal. See, if it is a perpendicular, then orthogonal. No, it's not correct. The magnitude of A and B both are equal. So we are having what? Option, not B. Option D is the correct answer, my dear students. Fine. Option D is the correct answer. For question number 7, it is A cross B dot A. That means what? Firstly, you have to find the cross product, then you find the dot product. So I am calculating what? A cross B. I am calculating A cross B, right? So I am calculating A cross B. So I am having here I, J K, what is the value of A? 3 minus 2, 1. 3 minus 2, 1. What is the value of B? 2 and minus 1. Sorry, 2, 0. Because J side is nothing, and minus 1. Fine. So firstly we need to evaluate what? A cross B. So I am calculating A cross B. So it is what? I plus 2 minus J minus 3 minus 2 minus 5 plus K 4. Fine. So what I am having is 2I plus 5J plus 4K. Now finally again dot product with A. So I am having what? A cross B dot A. So I am having what? 2I plus 5J plus 4K dot A. A is nothing but 3I minus 2J plus K. 3I minus 2J plus K. Let us evaluate this. 2 into 3 is nothing but 6 minus 10 and plus 4. So 6 plus 4, 10 minus 10. Oh my goodness, is equal to 0. It is a good question. But remember one thing, A dot B cross C or A cross B dot C is nothing but a scalar triple product. So A cross B dot A is nothing but a scalar triple product. So what do we mean by scalar triple product? It can be evaluated in the form of the determinant. So I am having the determinant what? First A 3 minus 2 1, then B 2 0 minus 1, then again A. See, A cross B dot A or A dot B cross A, there is no problem at all. If I am having this 3, first you need to write A, then B, then again A. A is what? 3 minus 2 1. These two are identical, that means same. And you know, in the determinant, if all the elements of exactly 2 rows are exactly same, or if 2 we can write, or we can say if 2 rows or 2 columns are identical, in that case these 2 rows and 2 columns are identical. In this case the determinant must be equal to 0. So that is why I have taken this question, because it is a direct question. Option A is the answer. So for question 6 we are having option D, and for question 7 we are having option A. In question number 8, before going to question number 8, my dear students, let us discuss the concept of del operator, my dear students. So then after we'll have some concepts and have the concept of gradient divergence curl, directional derivative, then we'll go or start question number 8 onwards. Fine. So my dear students, let's have the next topic, the concept of del operator. Okay, let's start the game.